Man United, Man United, Man United. From elation against Newcastle United to desperation, embarrassment, and downright pathetic against Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is the player ratings. Senny Lamans fucking saved us from losing. Just demonetized the video immediately from swearing. That's how angry I am. Saved us from an embarrassing loss. The header that they scored, he couldn't really have done anything about that. Xerxes set that up. And the double save he makes midway through the second half or late in the second half to stop it being 2-1 to Wolves was the one. That was the one. I'm going to give him a 7 because this feels like a loss as it is because that's how embarrassing and poor it was. But without Senny Lamans, it actually would have been a loss on record and not by emotion. So I'm going to give him a 7. We went back to the stupid 3-4-3 today for no reason. So let's go from right to left. Dallo was at right wing back for no reason at all. Well done, Ruben. Good job. I'll give Dallo a 5. Not good enough. Didn't bring anything going forward. Didn't bring any intensity. Didn't really create anything. All right defensively at times. Not good enough. Right centre back, Aiden Heaven. He made a couple mistakes today. You know, he actually does something really well in the first half that wins us the ball back, which leads to the first goal. So you commend him on that. Couple of times, I can't remember their striker's name, kind of bumped him, got a free header. Second half, the Senny Lamans save, the double save, where he makes that double save, comes from Aiden Heaven getting bullied quite easily. So look, you're going to get that with Aiden Heaven. Like, we've praised him to the cows come home. He was man of the match in the last game. There's going to be other games where he's not so good and he's has some shaky moments. He's a young kid. He's 19 years of age. But taking that all into consideration, I'm going to give him a 5. Like I said, the goal actually comes from him stepping in, being aggressive, reading the game. Really good action, and had a good first half, actually, Aiden Heaven did, apart from that one chance where he had the header. But in the second half, like I said, he had the chance that led to that double save. And then he was, taken off as well by Amrin, which he likes to do for no reason, take off the centre-backs. Another stupid thing he does. So I'll give him a 5. Lisandro Martinez, I expected more from him from that position. I don't know whether it's by design. Again, we went to a back 5, or back 3, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know why. But there was sort of no plan or structure to be able to get Lisandro Martinez on that ball. In a game like tonight where Wolves are going to sit off, they're going to make it difficult, they're going to make it ugly. I don't know why we didn't have a plan of action to get Martinez on the ball a lot more for some quality. Whether that was because he didn't do it, because he had a bad game, whether that was because it was by design, because the system was the wrong system for the opposition, I don't know. But he didn't impact the game like I thought he should have against a team like Wolves. Defensively, again, he did all right. I'll give him a 5 as well. Luke Shaw, give him a 5. He made some decent runs going forward to try and make something happen. And when you're asking Luke Shaw to be chief creator, you're asking for problems. But he had more intent than Dallo. I'll give him that. He had more intent than Dallo in terms of putting crosses into the box and trying to find something on that left-hand side. So I'll actually give Luke Shaw a 6. I'll give him slightly higher than the others because he was actually making things happen. Left wing back, Patrick Dorgu, outstanding in the last game against Newcastle United at right wing. Then gets asked to play, left wing back. Now, look, I know you can say I'm going extra because, look, he played quite well against Villa and he was playing left wing back then. But I just think this wasn't the game to switch him. He's just scored a goal. He was playing very, very well against Newcastle United. You're going to need an outlet. Him cutting in onto his stronger foot. And it just didn't work. In a different game, maybe it would have worked having Dorgu there. But tonight, I can only say it did not work. It didn't make any sense. When Amrim does stuff and we praise it because he does well and it works out, just like him making them subs against Newcastle, fine, you get it right, you get the adulation. When you make changes like putting players in different positions and trying different things when it doesn't look like it's needed and it doesn't work, you have to get the criticism. Dorgu, he tried. He was probably one of the only outlets out there that was there. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a flat 6. The midfield 2, I'll start with Casemiro. Average tonight. Average. A few fouls in there, gave the ball away a couple of times. Not great. 5, bang average from him. Ugarte won a couple of balls, a couple of bits of possession sometimes. Nothing really much going forward. Don't expect that from him. 5, bang average. Probably a little bit below average. 5. Joshua Zirkzee, right 10. Didn't play the best, but he scored. I'll give him a 5. I still don't know why he came off. I need to check that. At the time of recording, I still don't know. I'm trying to wait to see why Zirkzee come off, because if that was tactical, I'm not going to use that absent as an excuse. But if you look at the match, I understand the lack of fluidity on 1v1 situations. Yeah, I get that. Ruben Amorim says absences are not an excuse. All right, cool. Taking off Zirkzee. We were running around trying to get hold of the ball. We were struggling with their midfielders, and sometimes you can attack better with less strikers. We played with 3 strikers, and sometimes that's not the best thing to attack well. Right, so it wasn't an injury. So let's add that in. Joshua Zirkzee, he actually fucking scored. So there you go. There you go, mate. That's another decision you've got wrong, Amorim. Wait till I get to your rating. Joshua Zirkzee, I'll give a 5. Matheus Cunha, poor tonight. I thought he was poor by his standards, what I expect from him, what we're asking for from him. It's not necessarily that we sign a player like Matheus Cunha for those difficult nights at home against Wolves, because that shouldn't be happening. However, within the context of what's happened to the team, with all those injuries, with all those absentees away at AFCON, you are looking at Matheus Cunha when there's Montato on the pitch and Jack Fletcher and Zirkzee and these type of guys and these type of kids, and Sesko, who's not hit the ground running. You are looking at Matheus Cunha to go, you're the best attacker on this pitch. What have you got for me? And the answer was jack shit. Jack diddly squat, mate. Nothing. Nothing, bro. I'm giving him a 4. Very disappointed from him. Trying to run through everyone, not releasing the ball. Just not good enough. Sesko, 5. Wasteful. Could even have been a 4. Had opportunities to score. Should have scored. Didn't. But I'll give him a 5. He's trying. He's getting into positions. It will come. I'm pretty sure of that. Jack Fletcher had a tough time out there. He had a tough time, didn't he? Let's be honest. I'll give him he didn't impact the game. I'll give him a 3. Poor, bless him. Listen, we got put on because Amorim thought it'd be better to have him than Zirkzee for an extra midfielder. But again, it didn't work. We didn't have any control over the game. He was nervous. He passed backwards a lot. I get it. There's a lot of pressure on him, and he just didn't seem like he was ready to really come out of his shell and express himself. Maybe it would have been better putting on Shea Lacey as one of the midfielders, because at least he's on the front foot more and wants to take players on. Jack Fletcher was too safe, but I get it. He's a young kid. I'm not going to get onto him. That's a 4. We keep it moving. Montato, same thing. I give the kid a 4. He came on. He tried to go past a couple of players. He tried his thing. I'm not going to get onto any of the kids. It's not their fault we're in this position. Lenny Yoro came on, and 5. And I think that's it. Ruben Amorim, give him a 0, bro. Got everything wrong tonight. Everything. The starting team, all right, cool. The starting team had to be what it was, but the formation and where the players were playing, completely wrong. Taking off Zirkzee for Jack Fletcher didn't work. Then taking off Aiden Heaven, that was met with boos. The team didn't have any intensity. We didn't get after them. We didn't run. Just shocking. Shocking from beginning to end. Ruben Amorim, big fat 0 as well. Let me know what you guys think about the ratings, guys. I'm out of here. Peace.